So God may say, I called you to start a business. Why didn't you start the business? And you say, well, I tried. I went to the bank and the bank turned me down. No, I called you to start the business. Why didn't you go to another bank? Walt Disney went to 301 banks before someone believed in his dream to build Disneyland. Why didn't you start the business? That business was going to finance the gospel with millions of dollars. God may say, I called you to write a book. Why didn't you write the book? And you say, well, nobody wanted the manuscript and the publisher rejected me. Yeah, but I called you to write that book. You think about people like Dr. Seuss. He was rejected by 27 publishers before someone believed in the Foot book. God's going to hold you accountable for the book he put in your heart. And he may say that book was going to impact 50,000 people. Why didn't you write the book? Or I called you to open a daycare center, an orphanage, a dance studio, a restaurant, a church. Why didn't you do it? And you say, well, I thought I was too old now. Time's going by, years are going. I just thought I was too old. Do you know Duncan Hines was 72 years old when he started his cake mixes? Smith Wigglesworth was in his 50s when he started ministry. Colonel Sanders was 66 when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. God is going to hold you accountable for what you were called to do.
You have to saturate yourself. I'm taking this word from one of my followers, and I love the description. I'm talking about self-concept work. You have to saturate yourself in your mind with your new beliefs. It's not a one and done. It is an everyday thing where you completely saturate your mind to reprogram your subconscious mind, because you're operating from old, limiting default beliefs. And so to elevate your self-concept and change what you think and believe, you have to saturate yourself. That means continuously and constantly and repeatedly. Repetition is key, because that is what will imprint on your subconscious mind. Tell yourself over and over through affirmations, through mirror work, through meditation, through subliminals, through sleep tracks, to self-talk. Your self-dialogue needs to reflect the new version of you. I love myself. I approve of myself. Even general affirmations or mantras, as I call them, everything's always working out for me. Everything always works out in my favor. I get everything I want. I don't know how. I don't care how. Some way, somehow, everything always works out for me, and I always get what I want. I love myself. I approve of myself. It is continuous, constant talk, saturation of your mind with your new beliefs until they feel normal and routine, and you don't even have to think about it. You're operating from these new core beliefs. It will transform your entire life.
So I was reading this article in Psychology Today, and because of my line of work, they send me newsletters every now and then. I thought it was very interesting. I wanted to share it. And then I saw other content creators really talking about the power of positive talk, positive self-talk. And this was written by Keja Perina, working to override the negative voice and turn it into positive truths. And she writes, each of us has a set of messages that play over and over in our minds. This internal dialogue or personal commentary frames our reactions to life and its circumstances. One of the ways to recognize, promote, and sustain positive optimism, hope, joy is to intentionally fill our thoughts with positive talk. So that's rumination going on in your mind, on and on. So being able to recognize it, sometimes you cannot completely stop the negative thoughts from coming into your mind, especially first thing in the morning or before you go to bed, by being able to quickly change that internal talk to a positive one. Even having really handy statements readily available, especially if you're going through stressful moments, transitioning, grief, loss, failure, if you want to call it that. If you're going through a breakup, separation, divorce, even like in my case, where your self-esteem, self-worth can really come to play, where you can start to feel like, oh my God, am I a victim of my own circumstances? But there's such power in positive thinking, positive talking, delulu talking and thinking. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, she's so delusional. But no, there's such power. And I myself has experienced at so many different levels the power that there is, as she beautifully articulate in this article in the Psychology Today page, that there's such power in maintaining and changing your narrative. Slowly, the frequency of those negative thoughts and patterns start to dwindle down. You recognize it faster. You're able to change it, turn it. Even it comes like, oh my God, I'm so this. Put in something negative. I'm so slow. I'm so ED. I'm so unlucky. Whatever. Change that to, oh, I'm so grateful that I woke up today. I'm so grateful that I can breathe. I'm so grateful that I have family or friends. I'm so grateful that I have a job. I'm so grateful that I have a car that works. I'm so grateful if you have kids, for your kids. Manifest the life, manifest the kind of kids, manifest the neighborhood, manifest the friendships, manifest the connections, manifest the type of person even you yourself want to become. Practice positive talk, practice forgiving yourself, giving yourself grace, practicing the fact that even when you fall, when you feel like you failed, you've really kind of went off a whole different tangent that maybe you're not proud of, give yourself so much grace. Yeah, so a hug, get a hug from someone. But the point is, there is power in self-talk, positively so, and changing that, recognizing that, and wonderful and great things happen, especially as we're in a new year. Start to practice that and see what happens. December 2025, as we speak, you will be talking about some of the manifestations. Man, besides manifesting, put some prayer behind it and see how wonderful and powerful that which goes beyond your abilities can happen, navigating this beautiful life of ours. And you never know where it takes you. One of the other things too that I wanted to highlight very quickly before I close off this is to say, self-dialogue is so important, because that can be another way of really limiting ourselves and energetically keeping us in a very low energetic level. When you raise up your energetic frequency, raise up your hopefulness, your power of your mind, your resilience, raise up your faith level, that's wonderful and powerful things happen to you, and you see more wonderful and powerful things around you. But when you do the other way around, you're going to see more of the negative, of the not so good. So on that note, I will not carry on too much. Check out some of the other clips that I had and put your comment, share, like, and let's keep this momentum going in 2025. Bye. Love you so much.